Hey everybody, welcome back. This is lesson 2, how PBS works. Once again, I'm Gene Kowalski, 7-5 captain there in the Washington domicile. And as I've said before, I was a PBS 1.0 instructor, and I was part of the launch cadre for seniority trip trading when it was initiated. This time we're going to cover how does PBS actually work. And making you happy, unfortunately, isn't one of its 4 goals. The 4 objectives of PBS, it's got to allocate 99% of the flying hours for the category of flying being awarded. It cannot violate the pilot contract. It cannot violate the FARs such as FAR 117 for rest. And it's the last one that's the sticker. It's got to allocate the flying evenly across all pilots. And this is the source of many betting complaints and confusion. But think about it from a pragmatic standpoint. If everybody in the top half of the domicile wanted a ton of flying, there might not be sufficient calendars to give out many lines below the midpoint. And more than that, you might have more people on reserve than the company wants. They feel that flying evenly allocated is better, and ALPA has agreed with that position, and PBS is designed with that objective in mind. What that does is it means that if you're senior, the best trips can be given to junior pilots. We'll talk about how in a minute, and that's fixable. If you're junior, well, the best trips can be given to junior pilots, and that's not fixable. We'll talk about why that works that way. What is the PBS Look Ahead Challenge? Many pilots are stunned when I tell them that it works like this, but it does. So to even things out, PBS may look ahead and reassign your trips to somebody else, and generally that somebody else is junior to you. For senior pilot, PBS might take the cherries from your large pool solution to improve the award of a more junior pilot. For junior pilots, PBS may force you into a line that you didn't want or give a great available trip to someone below you. To minimize the effects of this problem, you want to avoid bid group 1 unless you're number 1. If I flew with people that told me that, oh, I got bid group 1, I get bid group 1 every month, and I just go, oh, no. Bid group 1 should fail for every pilot except the number 1 in category. You want to add trips to each bid group slowly. Let me give you a look ahead example. Pilot A is a first officer, number 2 in category, and Pilot B is number 3. Pilot A wants Zurich every Tuesday, the problem of the seniors, boy. 5 of them fit perfectly for his life, and obviously he wants the flying IDs. So he enters band trip touch weekly, Friday through Monday, and then he puts flying Zurich into bid group 1 at H4, and he puts bunky Zurich, the trip into bid group 1 at L1, just in case that number 1 guy bids any Tuesday Zurich for a little German food. So he reviews the trip pool. It all looks great. He does a legality check. The award shows 5 flying IDs in the solution. He gets award bid group 1, highly confident, again, that he will get a bunky trip only if that Hawaii bidder wants to go get some German food. Pilot B bids more carefully. I've taught Pilot B. She wants the same thing, Zurich on Tuesdays, but she remembers I recommend bid slowly. And by that, she puts the flying IDs in bid group 1, awards it, copies it, adds the bunkies to bid group 2, and awards that bid group. So the PBS award, when it comes out, all the bunkies go to A, and all the flyers go to B. Why? I'll tell you why. In the end, which bid group did Pilot A get? What bid group did Pilot B get? In PBS's demented mentality, that's better. It goes, look what a great guy I am. Both pilots got bid group 1. So I took some of the bids, some of the trips in bid group 1 from the first pilot, I gave them to a pilot below him in order to improve that pilot's bid group award. That didn't seem to matter at all to Pilot A, so I should be good, right? Wrong. Pilot A is furious and sitting there in the 3rd seat all month long trying to figure out how did this happen. So When somebody tells me I get bid group 1 every time, I ask them how many trips were available, not were awarded, how many trips were available in bid group 1. If you awarded 57 and there were still 35 available to you, PBS stops and goes, I've got 18 solutions for Kowalski. I'm going to move on to the next person behind him. And when they look to the next person behind him, and again and again and again, they go 4, 5, 6 pilots beyond me. And what they're going to do is try and figure out, can I give some of Kowalski's trips away to improve their bid groups? You think they're giving away my crappy stuff, 3-day domestic Baltimore? No, they're giving away the best trips. Why? Because those are the same trips the junior pilot wants to improve their bid group award. What are some common PBS bidding mistakes? We just hit on the numero uno, adding too many trips to each successive bid group too quickly. That has bid group 1 implications where PBS doesn't give you an award, it stops and starts giving away your cherries. Putting trips your seniority can avoid in your bid, or wasting bands on things you'd never be assigned. I routinely look at people in the top 10% and they go, I want to avoid domestic all-nighters. Why did you put that? Well, because they don't want to fly it. Well, then don't award it. Everyone needs to figure out a way to only award the flying they want. When I show you in subsequent videos how to do that, it will make more sense. But stop awarding things you don't want and then figuring out ways to ban them. Don't skate to the puck. Stop bidding to what you think you'll get. Always bid what you want in early groups, let them fail, and then in later bid groups you can be more realistic. It's a mistake to emphasize trip quality over days off. We've covered this already. Just don't. It's tempting, don't do it. If you need a day off, bid the day off, take a lower quality trip. Some people spend an hour or two trip trading, PBS bid. Some people spend several hours trip trading and only a handful of minutes on their PBS bid. That's just a mistake. It takes me, I'm a very experienced bidder, it takes me 3 to 4 hours to complete a PBS bid. It takes me 2 hours often to get to bid group 1. So by doing that, I don't trip trade that much. Most of the time I get 3 to 4 trips I wanted. The one trip that I got that I'm like, I often will try and improve it on the same days, and I'm usually successful in that. Another common mistake is failing to have a carryout plan. I fly with numerous people and they tell me, what's carryout? I always avoid it. Oh man, no. All right, next time, on the next video, we're going to cover some examples. But until then, try and internalize PBS simply doesn't work the way you think it does. It has an agenda to help the company out, which doesn't necessarily help you out in distributing the flying evenly.